podcast is powered by MonkeyKnifeFight.com. You limey bastards!
Eureka.
Hey!
We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Roll some up!
Plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Everybody,
every day,
get your bootstraps strapped.
Plays every day, yeah.
This is not a drill.
Plays every day, yeah.
We days away.
Plays every day.
Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogart Scott Free, here with my esteemed colleague, The Gu. What's happening, Gu?
What it do, baby? We ready? T-minus 1 week. It's time.
T-minus 1 week. They are going to hear this, and it will be less than a week when they hear this. It will be on the manana. Hey, what is that fucking noise right there when you do that? When you're doing that, what is that?
Me?
Yeah, it's making a lot of noise. What is that? Yeah, that right there.
My headphones.
Oh, your headphones. Yeah. You might not need those.
Let me go switch them. You want to restart it?
Yeah. Nah, we don't need to restart it. I like
All right,
the
bro.
order. You know what? Should we restart
Take
it?
the house cleaning.
Huh?
Take care of the housekeeping. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Check this out. Playmakers. This is episode 112. You know what I'm saying? 102. We're doing it moving. We took a little hiatus, about a week. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we were pumping at a high volume. But me and my esteemed colleague, The Gu, we back. Go ahead, follow us at the GMM Network on Twitter and IG. Also, subscribe to our channel on YouTube if you haven't already. And that's, once again, YouTube/the GMM Network. Time about. Also, shout out to our sponsor, Milk and Honey, for all your CBD wellness and all your CBD goodness. Go visit milkandhoneytx.com. Shout out to the CEO of Milk and Honey TX, by the way, my man Sundown Charlie. He's over there, number 2, with his hit single right now on the Nigerian charts, bro. He's killing it with the Afrobeat jump-offs right now, bruh. And we're going to go ahead, and I forgot because I legit am drunk and shrooming right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to make sure y'all follow my man, my esteemed colleague, The Gu, at The Guru 408. And like y'all heard, Playmakers, at the beginning of this podcast, this pod is powered by MonkeyKnifeFight.com. We got everything. I hope you guys, all you Playmakers that have utilized our promo code GMM, all caps, God damn it, guess what? We're going to match you $50. You're going to get in on this DFS action on MonkeyKnifeFight.com. Football's around the corner. We're really going to start clamping down. We're going to come at y'all with some prop bet episodes solely based around MKF. We also got UFC back around the corner. Shout out to my man Nancy, our resident UFC expert for the GMM network. And another thing I wanted to mention is our giveaway. The $100 giveaway is all you got to do is send us a screenshot, DM us at the GMM Network on IG or Twitter. DM us that you subscribe to our channel. And this also goes for everyone who's already subscribed. Just go ahead and send a screenshot and you immediately enter to win $100. And guess what? We're also going to throw in $25 of Monkey Knife Fight bread that you could use on their site. Yo, y'all need to enter this joint. We had a few entries. We're going to be running this contest and probably until the end of September. But yeah, Gu,
What it do?
let them know what we doing today.
Oh, man, we're going to just get into the season preview, man. We're going to break down the divisions. We're going to go through them. We're going to look at some, divisional odds, from Vegas. Talk about the players we like, we don't like. We're going to shit on some people. We're going to put, hype a few up.
There you are. I just turned you up. Hey, go ahead.
I'm all the way up. You didn't hear
Yeah,
me?
no,
Okay.
I just turned you up like more so. Yeah, there you are, the beautiful sounds.
Yes,
The sultry sounds of the good.
Divisional review. We going through the whole thing, all 32. We're gonna chime in, talk about the divisions. We're gonna pick our winners. You know what I'm saying, and just give you our season thoughts going into this. Where we at?
And Playmakers, man, we just want to say we love y'all, the ones that was there with us from the gate, because this episode is the second annual episode, actually. Right? Or is this first annual because it's the first year around?
Second time.
Second annual. I had it right, Playmakers. It's the second annual edition of the motherfucking prediction episode, because this is exactly the episode we popped this thing off last year to start this whole entire journey. You know what I'm saying? And man, I don't want to get all emotional, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean? Sometimes the shrooms get me there. Anyways, I'm about to roll some weed up too. But yeah, so all right, Gu, go ahead and steer this shit, man. Where we going? Where we going first? Should we go?
We're going to go out to just the AFC East first.
Okay, let's go.
To me, the most boring division.
No, I beg to differ.
Ugly.
I think okay, yes, boring maybe. Yes, ugly, of course, but interesting. Interesting nonetheless.
Okay, well they come in and here's what I'm looking at the odds, and I don't know if this is wrong or if I'm like it's outdated or something, but it has New England as a minus 400 favorite, which seems weird. And Buffalo's plus 450.
They lost a lot of people to the opt out.
No, that means they're a heavy favorite. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know if I'm tripping or I'm reading the wrong odds. I think Buffalo.
You said minus 400. I thought you said minus 150.
No, 400. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong. So I'm gonna find a different site because that don't feel right to me.
It doesn't.
It don't feel right. Let me see if I find something else here. Okay, here we go. This was more right. Seemed more right. Buffalo plus 120, New England plus 120. So they're basically pick. Those are the two.
Pick'ems.
And then Dolphins plus 900, Jets plus 850. Trash. Even though I think the Dolphins will be a fun bet at that division, because I don't think they're going to be any good at anyone really that great there. 9 wins is probably going to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say the under. What's the under over? 7?
They don't have over. I don't have over unders up here.
Oh, okay.
But I mean 9 and 7 seems. I mean maybe Buffalo goes 10 and 6. But
9 and 7 Dolphins. I mean,
no, fuck no. I
was about to say
the division winner for the.
Oh
yeah. Like it's going to be an ugly division. I don't see it being that.
I'm not giving it to Buffalo. I'm still going to give it to New England.
You're giving it to New England, new quarterback.
The one thing they still have is Bill Belichick, the evil emperor himself. He has a new evil apprentice. You know what I'm saying? In Cam Newton, I will give him props on still having that secondary, because they pride themselves on coverage sacks. And, in order to have coverage sacks, you need tight coverage. And that's something they still got. That's why I don't think they gives a fuck that they lost a lot of guys up front on that defensive front. You feel me?
Right.
Obviously, Buffalo, incredible defense. But on the other side of the ball, bumbling buffoon, who I actually happen to love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, the Stallion. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give it to New England at 10-6. And I will, and mind you, I'm about to shit on the Jets and the Dolphins kind of tough right here when I say this. Like, they're going like, we're talking 5-11, 6 and 10 type of shit. And then I can easily give Buffalo and New England both 10-6, but I'm giving the division to New England.
Okay, you're picking New England. I like that.
I'm going chalk.
I feel great about picking Buffalo at the same odds. So I'm taking Buffalo to win the division. I just don't.
Because here's the thing, bro. Like, they're both playing. That this division is playing us, man.
Oh, you mean the Niners?
Us, as in us, our Niners, and our goddamn the NFC West.
Shout out the NFC West. They're in trouble. We're gonna smack the fuck out of
You know what? I'm a Seattle fan when they play New England for real. That's why that's kind of a swing one for me. Like New England can easily go 9-7 because Russell Wilson he's only lost to them
Why
in the
are you
big
a Seattle fan versus New England?
because he bests them in the regular season. He's never lost to them in the regular season. Only in the Super Bowl, and they probably would have won if Ellen DeGeneres, Pete Carroll himself, didn't fucking want to get creative and give the MVP to Russell Wilson. He's like, we're gonna give it to Russ. You're gonna call this throw a passing play, and then Bill Belichick and them on the sideline, they start flexing their muscles like this. They're goal line. You know what I mean? They're going like this, goal line.
Beast Mode was tearing them up. We
Yeah.
know that. We all know that story.
Yeah. Stupido. Because you know what? If Beast Mode, he punches that thing in, guess what he is? MVP.
For sure.
Of the Super Bowl.
For sure.
They didn't want to give it to the town boy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the town. Shout out to Beast Mode, friend of the show. You know what I mean?
All right, so in this division,
Hey, listen, yes, and I'm never a Seattle fan.
Okay. One guy, fantasy football wise, that you want to target out of this division.
Out of the division, man, the Damian Harris thing, I was really on it. Kind of like, I have a lot of shares of him. He got some injury right now, might admit, and we already know with the new quarterback. And then you couple that with the fact that Sony Michel came back. They already said Damian Harris is going to miss some time. So he might just go fall into irrelevance, and then it might just be like it might just be a complete rotation because Damian Harris was like, he's one of those dudes he's a do-it-all, and we might have seen that. Either way, too, at the end of the day, Cam Newton probably gonna just vulture everything. You know what I mean? When they get down there, I'm looking a lot at N'Keal Harry right now because he's very late in value. We're just talking New England specifically. They cut Mohammed the Muslim. Shout out to Mohammed the Muslim. I think our Niners will pick him up because we need a receiver, and they just outright cut him.
I don't think they're gonna get him.
I think we'll get him.
Think so, huh?
Come on, bro. Jerron Brown. Goddamn.
No, they got other guys.
Tavon Austin.
It's not gonna be. They put him on the
I'm
IR.
saying we get Mohamed Sanu, who balled out with Shanahan in Atlanta, and anyways, going to Buffalo. I love just getting Zach Moss and seeing how that will do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the guy I was gonna mention. It's
Yeah,
cheap value. He might be the touchdown guy over there.
Yeah, and then with Singletary just fucking being singled out with his fucking fumbling issues. You know
I think he's gonna play. There's gonna be just a time shift.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, Singletary's between the 20s. You know, Singletary, he's kind of like a LaShawn McCoy light. That's kind of why I thought that organization picked him up in the draft, last year, and then they let go of Shady. They're like, all right, we got younger Shady, quote unquote, but. And then going on to the Jets, I'll just say Sam Darnold. I'm crazy, but we won't elaborate on my man Darnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator himself. But I also love the idea of Le'Veon Bell being like a late 5th rounder. He just keeps falling further and further.
Even with all the Frank Gore love going on.
Yeah, I don't care, dog. I mean, here's the thing, bro. 245 touches or maybe even carries, I can't remember specifically. That's nothing to sneeze at. Behind a bad line, give him a good line. You know what I mean? I do worry about their red zone carries in general because they don't do that historically with Adam Gase and the Jets. I think we said this on the 100th episode. Adam Gase, I think he only called about 9 red zone carries last year in the whole season. That sucks. You know what I mean?
I
Chris
remember
Herndon too. Got to throw Chris Herndon in there.
That's my guy for that team. Chris Herndon for the Jets. Zach Moss for the Bills for sure.
And okay, now with the goddamn Dolphins, bro. I'd say I will stream their defense when they're playing against the Jets. I'd stream them against the Jets. I'd stream them against a couple.
Buffalo, they play Buffalo tough all the time.
And here's the thing: as much as I love the Stallion, he's good for a turnover or 3. That's why he's a member of the Pick 6 Club. Even
it's gonna be ugly football. That division's gonna be ugly football.
That defense though is sneaky. And then
Miami. We talk. I like Miami, but They're not going to win the division.
No, I'm just saying we're talking fantasy right now.
Yeah, no, they're fun. I mean, I love everybody on Miami, to be honest. Fantasy-wise, it's just such that because
they all have value.
There's no value. I mean, it's all value. Nobody's picking them early. If Fitzpatrick keeps that job, he's going to sling it. If Preston Williams and Devontae Parker are going to get just all the targets they can handle.
What about Mike Gesicki?
The running backs, I like what they got going on there, bro. If Ryan Fitzpatrick can be Fitzmagic, they're gonna be fun. They're gonna be fun, bro.
You guys a big old bag of magic dust.
Yes, we need that. All right, so let's move to the AFC North.
Okay.
Obviously, the Ravens are the class of that division. They're a big favorite, minus 228. Steelers and Browns come in next, and then the Bengals have no shot at the division, according to Vegas. At minus 2 or plus 2,000.
Yeah, and that's why. Well, actually, I'll get to that later. But yeah, okay. Well, who else is missing? The Browns. What they talking about the Browns?
They're a plus 475. Steelers plus 400.
So the Browns is actually money. But listen, anyone's stupid to not take the Ravens for this division. Like, they have legit the easiest schedule, bro. Like, you know what I mean? A third year Lamar Jackson, a second year with Greg Roman. Okay, let's go to some fan. I'm taking the Ravens. Who are you taking here? Obviously, the Ravens.
I'm actually at the odds. I would love the Pittsburgh Steelers at plus 400.
Yeah, but let's go with the prediction though.
Yeah,
I am not taking the Steelers.
The Ravens is like an easy pick for me, but damn it, I'm not here to pick easy picks, Bogie. Last year when everyone was picking the Steelers, I picked the Ravens.
Yeah, you did.
This year, everyone's picking the Ravens. I'm going to pick the Steelers. Fuck it. They could be good. That's a team that can easily win the division.
This Tommy John
Baltimore
shit
can
is
regress
crazy.
a little bit. Baltimore can easily regress. I mean, it's a gamble. But that's a gamble I would be down to make because that's a value gamble. But I'm going to pick them to win the division. Fuck it.
I like that. I mean, you're going to be screaming this after they smash the Giants week 1 for sure, though. You're going to be like, I told you, bro.
If Big Ben is back, bro, they have a chance at that division.
I think Big Ben is back for week 1, maybe 2 and 3. And then that wear and tear on that arm, we're going to see it, bro.
I hope you're wrong.
I have a theory we're going to see a ton of James Conner and Benny Snell. I think Juju is viable because they're not going to be stretching the field. I have a couple shares of Deontay Johnson. I don't think he's doing nothing but taking the top off.
The Deontay Johnson talk is serious though.
Because he was dope.
He was what?
He was dope.
Yeah, I know.
Without Big Ben. But here's the thing.
Ben can feed 2 receivers.
Yeah, we've seen it.
But I mean, he's not the. But I mean,
is Juju out wide?
Juju's going to do Juju things.
Is he out wide?
He's everywhere.
Yeah, but when he's out wide, he don't exist to me when he's out wide. He needs to be in that slot. And if my theory is correct, that Tommy John, it's gonna be shorter A-dot. You need Juju in the slot.
Oh yeah, of course he's gonna be there. You know that. So he might ton of targets.
And I don't
quarterback.
Going to fantasy. I don't think the volume that we're used to Big Ben throwing the ball is even going to be there because if they have healthy running backs, you know what I'm saying? I say that in plural. You know what I'm saying? And then that defense, theoretically, we might see old school Pittsburgh Steelers type of shit. Old school, early 2000s.
They're always old school.
No, they're not. In this past hella years, Big Ben is throwing Ben's throwing 4th out all the time when he's healthy. I just don't think he's healthy like that anymore. I don't think we're going to see that no more.
Fair. They can't get him killed. He's got to be upright. But, he can throw it 25 to 30 times and still be a great option.
Okay.
And win games. So, I'll fuck with Pittsburgh.
He equally has an easy schedule like the Ravens do too. So
exactly. Yeah. This might be a fun division. It's
tough
defense all the time, but Cincinnati's going to be fun to watch.
Okay, let's talk about my shitty Browns, love.
Go ahead.
I just love Nick Chubb. Come on, this is just a run-on theme. You know what I mean? I'm upset I didn't grab Kareem Hunt when I had a chance in the Keeper League draft we just did.
mistakes were made.
Yeah,
on everyone's account.
It would have. Yeah, I mean, no, but I'm not scared. That's why. It's really not a mistake to me. I just wanted insurance. I don't give a fuck. I actually also considered grabbing him because he could flash and they could just trade him away and get a second round because they have a second round tender on him. They could trade him away before the deadline. Who knows?
I mean, I don't know what the Browns are doing.
Nobody knows.
I mean, they're trying to stock up. I don't think he's going to get traded.
Jarvis Landry or OBJ? How you feel about these guys?
I mean, OBJ is the talent, obviously, but I mean, Jarvis is the production. It's been more reliable. Baker seems to be on him, but
Baker's gonna have more time in his pocket. He's gonna have this line should be phenomenal.
I mean, they're setting him up, so I mean, there's no reason Baker can't take a nice little step. I don't know. I mean, if Baker takes that step, Cleveland's gonna be kind of good, I think. But I'm not sure about if Baker is that guy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to even more fun this year for me. The Bungles.
The Bungalows. Yeah, your boy Joe Burrow. You're all in, right?
I fucking love him.
They got receivers everywhere, bro.
They do, bro. Like AJ Green. Yeah, cool. You get there. Word, take away number one coverage because there's so many weapons there.
Yeah. I mean, it's another. These young quarterbacks are getting set up with
ton of
a
weapons.
lot of talent around. They paid Joe Mixon. You know what I mean?
Love
Tyler
it.
Boyd. I love Tyler Boyd.
Love him.
Maybe my love for Tyler Boyd right now might be a little too high because it's like I really feel like he's going to be Joe Burrow's
I wanted
number one.
to go in that keeper league draft. Oh, I want Bobby Woods, Hayden Hurst. I wanted to go Tyler Boyd there, but like I just didn't want to have a bum tight end that I'm not strong on. You know what I mean? Like I want positional need. It is a keeper league. Everyone was filling different needs. And it legit went on a nice little tight end run. Like I was just glad to get my guy there.
Yeah, but there's no guys on the Bengals tight end wise.
No, CJ
Uzama.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Uzama.
Hey, my boy, Auden Tate is making
coming off of ACL
in camp. He's making waves in camp.
I guess.
That's what.
What's up with T Higgins? Are they talking? The only thing I've been paying attention over there is if Joe Burrow's okay and if Joe Mixon's paid. That's the only thing I've been paying attention to.
Yeah, no. T Higgins is behind a bunch of guys, so he's behind Tate and Ross, I'd imagine for sure.
Yeah, I actually just dropped T Higgins for Brian Edwards, and I hope I got him.
Okay.
In the East Side League.
See. All right, so you're picking the Ravens. I'm picking the Steelers.
Love
Fantasy
it.
guys, we went through that. Anyone else in that division that you want to talk about?
Hit me with the
Dobbins,
next division, Goo.
All right, the AFC South now, which is probably the next trashiest division.
No, the next funnest.
It's going to be fun. This one will be fun. But
And you got your man Watson again, and you stacked him with that god-awful Will Offler.
He'll be on the bench. He's a replace.
Yeah, I know, but that made me mad because I'm like,
no,
it just made me mad because I'm like, yo, he's actually going to ball.
Yeah,
as long as he doesn't die, dude. You know, and Playmakers, you know us. When we say die, we mean like injured in fantasy. When we start talking that shit, we're talking fantasy-wise. Like, that's our Playmaker terminology over here at the GMM Network. As long as he's alive, Will Fuller balls.
He dies a lot. That division's going to be a tight one. They got the Colts favored to win it, which...
I don't understand that.
Yeah, but it's tight. The Titans are right behind them, and then Houston's slightly
in
in
the
third.
Last year, I took the Houston Texans. I was right, but I also had the Titans, being a shocker. I had them at 10-6. They went 9-7. You can go back, Playmakers, listen to episode 1. I called the Ryan Tannehill, surpassing Marcus Mariota and taking that job. And I even said it won't even take an injury. It'll just take Mariota being Mariota. And this year, bro, I'm giving it to the Titans, bro.
I like that. They made waves last year. You think they start the year? That's the same team they are.
Yeah, bro. I mean, and they know how to game plan. Like they're and here's one thing that you coined at one point. This is already when Tannehill was starting. You were like, they're a giant slayer. Is that what you call him? Maybe giant slayer, or is it I think it was Giant Slayer. You're like, they're a
Big Game Hunters.
Big Game Hunters. That might have been it.
I don't know.
You coined it where I was like, wow, that's spot on. Because then that's what they were doing. The teams that they were supposed to lose to, they were just besting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were like the team that had like the heart and the momentum the most. Like I like what they did. I'm just not sure they're going to carry it over. But they brought everyone back, right? They lost the lineman. That was it, Conklin, right?
Yeah, and then they brought someone. They brought a veteran in free agency over. Forget his name, and then they also drafted someone. So they have options.
This is like the toughest division for me to pick to win.
Just give it to Bob.
I can pick 3 teams I can see winning it.
Give it to Bob.
You know I want to.
Yeah.
Pause.
I think the Colts.
The Colts would be the most fun one for me.
Yeah, and the reason why is because this is the team. As much as we say that the Ravens have like the easiest schedule, or even just that division, like they have like a fairly easy schedule. Yo, the run defenses that the Colts are going to face in their schedule, fucking so soft, bro. And like it's built for what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like Phillip Rivers is going to be real effective, bro. Like,
because he's not going to be under crazy
pressure. He's not going to be asked
pressure.
to do too much. Right. He's going from having no line to having like one of the best lines. David
Johnson, you love him?
I like David Johnson. I love him fantasy wise.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Love him. Get him as RB2. If you're,
3 even better.
If you go 0 RB and grabbed him as your first RB in like the 4th, 5th round, I wouldn't be mad either. But I like David Johnson. You just got to stay healthy. He'll produce. The Texans, they're ignorant with their running backs. They just feed them. They don't care how terrible they are. They just keep giving Alfred Blue carries. You know what I'm saying?
You said this on our last episode too. This is legit the best running back they've had talent wise since Arian Foster.
Yeah, so I'm all. I mean, you got rid of the best player you've had since Andre Johnson in DeAndre Hopkins.
Yep.
So I mean, he better. I mean, you're just gonna give away Hopkins. You better get a guy you believe in. So.
And I can't. I just want to remind you, Playmakers, I can't stand that god awful Will Offler is what his name is now. Will Offler.
You get angrier and angrier as the years go.
You and Mark Ingram, go fuck yourself. All right.
And Shady.
Shout out and Shady McCoy. See, they're lucky my soundboard got fucking destroyed. I'm booing them to the motherfucker right now. Boo!
Is there any? I can't think of anyone else that would make that list. That's that much hatred.
Damn it! There's more. Hold on.
No, if it didn't come off the top of your head.
Yeah, you're right. It really was just those 3.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make the pick. I'm gonna pick the Colts.
You taking the Colts? I like it. I'm
taking the Colts reluctantly.
I'm taking Music City.
Fantasy guys. Okay, fantasy wise, Colts, go.
Colts? Anything? Jonathan Taylor, Paris Campbell. Love it. Dial it up.
I like that. I'm a Taylor. Get Mac with him if you do, just in case. And yeah. I'm a Michael Pittman believer.
I know you are, and I like that. I'm not mad at that.
I think long run Michael Pittman ends up being the better.
And everybody listening to this that's in leagues with me that has T.Y. Hilton, quit sending me T.Y. Hilton offers. You know what? We're throwing T.Y. Hilton in there. The Hilton Hotel is closed. Fuck your daughter. What's the bitch's name that couldn't even suck dick? The bitch Paris Hilton. Fuck Paris Hilton. Fuck the Hilton Hotels. T.Y., thank you. Next.
All right, no T.Y. Okay, all right. Titans, anyone other than Henry and A.J. Brown? Jonnu?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention my man, Jonnu Smith. My man with one of the most unique names this side of the Mississippi. Jonnu. You know what I'm saying? I love Jonnu Smith. I love his talent. Love A.J. Brown's talent. Love the fact that Derrick Henry, you need to stack the box on him. You'll be sadly mistaken to single cover anyone that's at receiver, which would be an A.J. Brown. I'm probably not going to have any. I have a couple more drafts, so I have a couple chances to own or not own, roster, because I don't like using that word no more. Roster and AJ Brown, I would love it. I keep passing on him for other options. But yeah, and then also gotta mention, a fan favorite, because I am a fan of my own show. Is that stupid? A fan favorite of the show, Gardner Minshew, the Ginsu, razor sharp swag.
I was going to lead you into that one. Go ahead.
Razor sharp swag. They thought he had corona. He said, I'm immune to corona and AIDS and herpes. Bro, he doesn't even need condoms. Condoms are for sailors, baby. Razor sharp swag. Jean shorts. Bro, just headband like the Karate Kid. Shout out to the Chark Knight, DJ Chark, a.k.a. Charknado. Bro, dial it up. Leonard Foreskin, he got cut like foreskin tends to do. Are we looking at Raquel Armstead or any of these motherfuckers? Chris Thompson?
Sure. I mean, if not, you're not going out and
I just picked up Raquel Armstead. I'm finna drop him. You know why? Because I don't even believe in a run game. Fuck the run game. It's Minshew time, baby. The Ginsu. Slicing and dicing through the air and on the ground.
Wow. I was not ready for that foreskin cut joke.
Bro. Hey, you know what's ironic? That's always been his nickname, Leonard Foreskin.
I know.
He got circumcised from the team.
It worked too well. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. All right, yeah, everything he said on Jacksonville, that you're going to be hot trash, but...
Hey, and you know what? PPR purposes, because we are a PPR show. Hey, man, D.D. Westbrook might be a waiver wire pickup after
No. LaVisca Chenault.
Okay. But I'm saying, though, the slot guy. You know who eats in a Jay...
the slot guy.
Hey, listen,
talent.
in a Jay
Talent
Gruden system, we're talking some Jamison Crowder back in the days with the Redskins.
Tyler Eifert might be a thing over there.
Tyler Eifert is, like, shining in camp. You know what I mean?
Of course. It's like cheap garbage.
He
you can get any of them. Don't rely
Yes,
on
but let's just... How about this, Playmakers? Get the Ginsu. And
Don't
get it
rely
all.
Have better options, though.
Yeah, that's right.
All right,
But the Ginsu will be there on the waiver wire to stream you to a W.
If you ever...
Razor sharp swag.
Any motivation to pick up Gardner Minshew, just go ahead and play this last 2 minutes over.
Yeah. 10 minutes. We can go for 7 more minutes. All right, let's go. Hit me with the next division, Gu.
We'll go to the West. The Wild Wild West, which won't be so wild because the champs are over there, Kansas City, heavy favorites. Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, none of them have a chance. Right?
Yeah, nah.
You don't have a chance?
Come on. Listen. It's going to be fun every time one of those teams plays the Chiefs. How about that? Other than that, bro, the Chiefs are just built to run away with this.
There's not much debate there. What's the next best team in the division? Let's ask that.
I'd say the Chargers. And I'd say, actually, you know what? I'm going Broncos. I'm going bold. Broncos. Broncos. Because you know what? Tyrod Taylor, we know what he is. I don't exactly know what Drew Lock is. He flashed a ton in his 5 starts. I think he went 4-1. I love the idea of him. But he's going to be a game manager. I love the fact that they got a ton of weapons. It's Pat Shurmur. They're going to want to run the ball. I love their defense. Like, their defense is stacked, bro. And it's Vic Fangio.
The Chargers?
No, the Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos.
Yes, the Chargers defense is stacked. Yes. The loss of Derwin James is big. Really big, because they run a cover 3 with the guy who made cover 3 popular. Gus Bradley's over there. Gus Bradley's the guy who was the architect of the Legion of Boom in Seattle. And everywhere he went after the fact, he went over there to Jacksonville. Then he went to the Chargers. And he just, like, that free safety is important in that system. He's in and around the line. He's dropping in coverage. Like, Travis Kelce used to have problemos when Derwin James was there. You know what I mean?
He ain't going to be there, though, this year.
Nope. They're
He's gone.
still going to be the tightest secondary, though, bro. One of them. The goddamn Chris Harris Jr.'s there now. Casey Hayward. Fucking love Casey Hayward. Shout out to Casey Hayward.
They got another guy, King, right? It's not Desmond King, or is it Desmond?
Is it Desmond King?
There's a King on the Packers, and then there's the King on the. This King's better.
It is Desmond King. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he also returns punts too. Phenomenal, and I think he plays a lot. Either way, a secondary is going to be trouble.
I don't think. Like my initial gut told me to pick the Raiders as the second best team.
What? That defense? Are you serious?
But I mean that. I don't know, bro. They might take.
You know what though? I'm not going to argue with you because there is a lot of unknown, and you know what Bogart likes to do? He likes to just like dress up the unknown and fill in the blanks with my own prediction. Yeah, but I don't see it.
The offense might be a little bit better. They got some more receivers in there. I mean, if they can stay healthy, we'll see. If they got.
I will say,
I don't know.
Going to fantasy real quick.
Going to Vegas, isn't that give them a little bit of a boost?
Yeah, because Vegas has a lot of distractions for away teams.
The fix will be in.
Yes.
So give me the Raiders.
The Russian mob's there. I like it. You're going bold on this one. I like it.
No, they're not winning the division. That's second best team.
I'm just saying, no, that's still bold. I'm giving it to the Broncos. I thought I was bold.
The Broncos is definitely a safer pick. Vegas thinks the Chargers are second, but not by much. But yeah, okay, fantasy wise, Chiefs get anybody right? Anybody?
Clyde B.
Clyde, your boy.
Give me the Fresh Prince.
Chargers. Austin Eckler, he might get a ton of fucking volume.
I am very comfortable being wrong about Austin Eckler. I actually have him ranked high where he should be. I'm just not going to have any of them. It's going to be a really slower pace offense with Tyrod Taylor. Any offense he's ran, slow as a bitch.
I don't think Tyrod lasts. I think
Phillip Rivers ran a high pace offense. He was able to.
The Chargers are.
Yeah, with Phillip Rivers, but now it's Tyrod Taylor.
Phillip Rivers is OG. He's been running that offense for 10 plus years.
I mean, Tyrod Taylor is he going to be able to learn how to just quick release? Because that pressure's coming through that line, B.
Yeah, he'll quick release that starting job in about 6 to 8 weeks.
I like that. You know, they came out and said he's going to start most.
I'm not buying that.
They say he's going to start most or all. I don't buy it either because Tyrod Taylor does get hurt too.
Confidence. They gave him the vow of confidence. It's a
Justin
terrible thing.
Herbert.
Bro, first of all,
what's your
Tyrod's gonna have to actually win games to keep Justin Herbert off. I don't know much about. I'm not sitting here saying Justin Herbert's the truth. You invested a 6th pick in him. You're gonna go play him at some point this year, especially when the season is lost, which it will be. Tyrod is not gonna keep you in the playoff hunt.
No.
That was what they said though today, which was the line that I think got overread a little bit. They said Tyrod's the guy as long as we're in the playoff hunt. Which is not going to be very long.
I didn't catch that. Okay. I see.
Basically, yeah. So he'll have 6 to 8 weeks, and then they'll realize that Tyrod Taylor is still Tyrod Taylor.
And I will say,
he'll be holding a clipboard like he did for Baker and Nathan Peterman.
Oh, as much as what other team we were covering? Whatever division it was, I forget. Prior to this. They said a lot of those pieces are they're at value. So is a lot of the Broncos players. They're all at value. All of them. All of the
True. I think Cortland Sutton and Melvin Gordon are the highest ranked ones, and they're kind of falling a little bit.
Exactly. So they all got value. So you don't really take too much risk. You know what I mean? Jerry Jeudy. Shout out to Double J. You know what I mean? Arguably, he's like Calvin Ridley. When it comes to route running, you know what I mean?
I like it. Yeah, no, I like Jeudy too. I've had him in a lot of leagues. He's just going late. He has a chance to be the one there.
Yeah,
I don't know. Cortland Sutton would be a nice 2, but they need a 1. So,
and my man Noah Fant, man, I like him.
Might be his breakout year, so I like it. Raiders. I'm not really picking any of the receivers.
Henry Ruggs,
the big baller, maybe if he falls, but
and he does fall too. Considering how he finished,
he does fall.
Yeah, I've been beating the drum that he was he was a benefactor of attrition. You know what I mean? Like a lack of other weapons. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs, how you feel about him?
I'm not gonna own him anywhere. Not going to.
Yeah, I don't have him anywhere.
I just feel like he's still like a guy that's just a little.
And I will be honest, Playmakers, I hate the Raiders, so just don't even hear this part.
I'll be wrong about Josh Johnson and get him at the same price, or Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, but see, the fact that you even called him is like, who even is that guy?
I called him Josh Johnson. I came with a safety first.
Ah!
He got confused for a safety, but
hit me with the next division, Gu.
So hold on. All right, that's the AFC. Before we go to the NFC, we picked the winners. Now you got to pick 2 wild card teams. You know what I'm saying? And then I need you to pick.
Let's do that when we finish up.
At the end? Okay, we'll do it for all the teams. I like that. All right, then we go to the East, the NFC East. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Redskins. It's Cowboys and Eagles pretty much are the only ones who have a chance, according to Vegas. Giants, Redskins are a mess. So go ahead.
All right. All you Cowboys fans out there are going to disagree with me. I'm giving this to the Eagles just because, bro, man, they just, ever since Peterson came in there, like, it's almost like they did the Chip Kelly thing, life after Andy Reid, and they're like, let's go ahead and get Andy Reid residue back in here. You know what I mean? And they brought in Peterson, and he's been killing it, bro. Like, they do things like always address, the trenches. I mean, they try to get a bunch of weapons, but this injury bug just is hella hitting them. You know what I mean? Miles Sanders, man, please just get healthy, bro. You know what I mean? I love you, Miles Sanders. Boston Scott, interesting PPR shit. He's going to get active. Deshaun Jackson, probably have a few big games. Jalen Reagor, I was really excited about him, but he got hurt. He possibly has some kind of shoulder, if I remember correctly.
Yep. It's like 4 weeks.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's going to... And then, obviously, it's going to be interesting to see what Carson Wentz does, bro, because, being able to lean on both tight ends, and he's not going to have both because there's a hairline fracture in the thumb piece when it comes to my man Dallas Goedert, who has God and dirt in his name.
Yes, this is true.
And right now he's dirt. You know what I mean?
He's dirt, which is great for Zach Ertz owners because that means he's going to get a concentrated amount of
love Zach Ertz.
Yeah, no, the Eagles are cool. I'm picking the Cowboys to win the division. I think every year we've done this, you've picked the Eagles. Well, once, but I feel like this is like the 3rd year we've done this, and you've been picking the Eagles. Yeah, like every year.
I love.
You're a bit of an Eagles homer, which is okay.
I really am. I love Carson Wentz.
Me too, but I don't know. I think Dallas is kind of they're ready to make a nice run at it. I think they stay healthy. They're a healthier team, but Dallas just is a joke sometimes. So I don't know. Mike McCarthy, Dallas is just loaded with talent that I love, to be honest.
It's hard to argue with you on this one.
But, fuck the Cowboys, bro. But they're going to win the division. They're going to win the division. Zeke, it's just, they brought in CeeDee Lamb. Like, that offense should be elite, bro, right? Like,
yeah.
Defense is going to be strong. The Eagles always
strong as in average?
Average. Yes. But, the Eagles seem like they get hurt and they're snake bitten every year.
Yeah, they already are too.
Like, so I'm down to bet on that happening again, and Cowboys just prevail in the end.
I think Cowboys. You know what too is I think Eagles. They actually for a while there was no repeat division winner for a while, and I think they actually broke that streak. Because the Eagles actually went back to back. But let's talk about my man, the Scottish lad, the laddie, our man, the laddie.
You're back on him.
I never got off him.
He's there. That's like all they got, though, right? Unless somebody else emerges.
Antonio Gibson, man, I keep targeting him in drafts. I'm excited. I hear good things in camp, and then after week 1, maybe we throw all those good newses out the window. But I mean, like he is. I could see him piling up a ton of receptions. You know what I mean?
Somebody's got to get.
Someone's got to. I mean,
something over there. Adrian Peterson will get his carries. I think they have no choice.
What did you say when someone drafted Adrian Peterson in our 14-team league? Congratulations, you got 12 carries a week.
You got 8 to 12 carries a week.
Yes, congrats.
But I mean, it's firm on that. Like he's gonna get it. It's gonna be ugly, but Haskins, I don't know. Haskins is the guy that's like the X factor there. If he can kind of like take that step.
Do we buy into Alex Smith being there, being one of the greatest mentors, quote unquote, because we've seen him mentor a Patrick Mahomes?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Love that. Yeah, he's the third stringer, so I mean he's there for a reason.
Yeah.
He could, obviously, his leg was up, but yeah, no, that's.
If you're Alex Smith, is it disrespect when the Chiefs win and they go ahead and they go, "Hey man, here's a ring too, bruh"?
No, I wouldn't say it's disrespect.
Is it love?
It's love. I would say it's love because you know why? Because
I'm a dickhead.
You know what? He's like, you know what, Alex? You probably stay here. We probably still would have won this thing, but you know how this goes.
They traded him for Kyle Fuller. Not Kyle Fuller, Kendall Fuller. And Kendall Fuller went on to win a Super Bowl with him. So theoretically, they made the right trade.
Hey, it helped out. He hopefully he helps young Haskins take that step. You know what I'm saying? It'd be fun because you can get Haskins for nothing. You know what I mean? Especially in like Superflex leagues too.
True.
So I'm not mad. It'll be the game script will be there for him. Hopefully, it's just not trash. The Giants, though, I'm a kind of a Giants apologist this year. I think.
No, I love it. I love it.
I don't think they're going to be that good, but I think the offense will be fun.
Yeah, because that defense is going to be trash. It's kind of like circa. The one thing too is like, if that line. I mean, we already seen Saquon Barkley produce behind that shitty line, and they actually made improvements. But then they also, as much improvements they made, they lost in like Nate Solder opting out. You know what I mean? They drafted Andrew, what is his name? Williams? I forget his name, bro.
I don't know the lineman's name.
Yeah, but it was a first round pick, arguably the most NFL ready lineman in this draft. I mean, shit, bro. Like, and
they're doing the same thing for Daniel Jones that they did for Baker. Or just you're putting as many things around him.
Danny Dimes though, because he flashed a lot last year, and I was on Danny Dimes, but this year he's just a snitch. Fuck him. Jason Garrett's there. Anybody knows, like, this is why, like, it's kind of cool for Saquon actually, like, because you would assume that they're just gonna try to do what he did with the Dallas Cowboys, and they're not far removed from having the leading rusher a few years in a row with different running backs. He went, Jason Garrett went from DeMarco Murray, leading rusher, and then to Zeke, leading rusher, but it was the best line in the game.
That is a big fact. Big fact. But they still got a good line. So, I mean, Zeke.
I'm talking about Garrett now over there with the Giants.
Right. Okay, Zeke or Barkley?
Zeke.
You're picking number 2.
I'm taking Zeke, dude. Listen. Let me rephrase that. I think Zeke will finish, but I think I'd be foolish to not have fun taking Barkley because he's going to be so much fun to have.
His receptions is going to be way higher than Zeke's for sure.
But see, here's the thing though too. I will argue this: Danny Jones. That doesn't even sound right. Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, Tekashi 6ix9ine himself, but Black Tekashi is what we're calling him, bro.
Who's Black Tekashi? Daniel Jones?
Yeah. Because actually, the Tekashi 6ix9ine's real name is Daniel, actually. Shout out to Sweetness. He actually brought this up on the 100th episode when we were all calling Danny Dimes a rat. And we're just having fun with that because Dimes means Playmakers. For all you square Playmakers out there, dropping Dimes means snitching. His name is Danny Dimes. You know what I'm saying? And he flashed a fucking fuckload last year. He either was really bad or he was putting up like 35 and shit like that, bro. Because he actually has Danny Wheels on him. You know what I mean? Like, he's a do-it-all. And that when I say that with the Danny Wheels is that the dump-offs to Saquon aren't necessarily there as much as it was last year when we seen Danny Dimes and years prior with Eli Manning, who will dump it all because he is a statue, though. You know what I mean? So, but you could argue that, you know, the fact that the threat of Danny Dimes, you know, turning into Danny Wheels could open it up for Saquon. It doesn't matter. Saquon's going to see a lot of 8-man boxes, no matter what. He's just up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's earned that respect until Danny Dimes can show that he can beat him. I think he will though this year. He will flash again.
I'm actually coming around on Sterling Shepard.
I mean, I told you all three of those receivers are pretty solid, bro. Like, if Slayton's the worst, like, that's not bad, bro. Like,
Slayton's a field stretcher.
Right. I mean, and Tate Tate's as good as it gets in
He's
the slot.
a PPR. Yeah.
He's a PPR guy, which, you know what I mean?
And in every room, a.k.a. Double E, he could legit be like a surprise at the tight end position.
He could be a top 5 tight end if he stays healthy.
I mean, Jason Witten always ate.
Of course.
Evan
Ingram's a beast. He just doesn't stay healthy. So, if that team's like, we'll see who stays. If they can stay healthy, they're going to be a pretty good offense, I think. I kind of am buying Daniel Jones taking that step over more so over a guy like Haskins.
I tend to agree. And after that first quarter of the year, the schedule, real soft. I mean, impotent.
All right, we're going to move to
move to the next division, go.
The NFC North. Where they got
this one's tricky, dude.
It's the Packers and Vikings.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They're to even pick them on same odds.
Oh, word.
Bears are a little bit behind. Yeah, Vegas has them both at the same odds, plus 160 for the Bears and Vikings.
For everybody that's in the NFL that listens to our show that's playing against the Packers, just run the ball on that defense.
Run on the Packer D?
Yeah, bro.
Is that because that's what the Niners did to him?
No, that's what motherfuckers did to them all year.
All year?
All year.
Okay, so they got a soft run D.
Impotent.
So who you picking to win that division, though?
I'm going to go with, bro. All right, check this out. The shock would be the Packers to follow their 13-3 outing last year. I'm going with my man Corky Kirk and the Vikings. And guess what? Corky Kirk, he has a new nickname.
Which is?
Ready to Die Cousins. Did you see that?
I did not.
They asked him in an interview. They said,
something about Corona, huh?
Yeah, they're like, hey, Corky Kirk, man. How you doing? I'm good. Yeah, you're Corky than a motherfucker. But check this out, Corona, man. Which he's like, you know what? It is what it is. If I get it, I hope I pull through. But you know what? Just respect everybody. You know, respect everybody's social distancing, blah, blah, blah. But hey, man, if I die, I die. He said this verbatim.
Yes. Good for him.
Ready to Die Cousins is what I'm calling him now. And guess what? He has a motherfucking battle axe. Just a swinging it. Fucking necklace made of vertebrae. Skull. Human skull hanging from it. Trying to do a 2-step offbeat in the club. Corky Kirk, a.k.a. Ready to Die Cousins.
I love it. That made a lot of sense.
Hey, he's a Viking, right?
Absolutely. He's ready to die.
Ready to die. Hey, I love that, though, man, because you wouldn't expect that from a motherfucker like Corky Kirk, bro. And guess what? You know, you got Gary Kubiak. You know what I mean? I actually think Alexander Madison is a great pickup because I think he will be flex worthy more than I thought he would be last year. You know, I was on that hype. Like, I think the 80-something% snap count, and I'm probably just ballparking that. It might even be that high, maybe in the 70s. I think it's going down to the 60s for a goddamn Dalvin Cook as far as his snap count. Because we already know he gets hurt. They want to make a deep run. They brought over Ngakoue. That front seven's always going to be phenomenal. And they're aggressive under Zimmer. Just play their style of defense. Yeah, their secondary is trash, and they got rid of those guys that were trash. You know what I mean? Like Xavier.
They got good safeties.
Exactly. Two of the best in the game. Two of the highest rated even.
Yeah.
And then they're getting creative already with the fact that, white boy Adam, can't be the only guy in the receiving options. They're pushing Irv Smith out wide. We all know and remember what Gary Kubiak does with his tight ends. He gets creative. I mean, he made a motherfucker like Owen Daniels a thing. You know what I mean? Like, why can't Irv Smith be a thing? Kyle Rudolph's a better blocker. Irv Smith, they put him out wide right now.
Yeah, I mean, they need a second receiver over there, so if it's the...
And he's a matchup nightmare.
Between the Rook and him, so... I like Irv Smith. I was going to mention him. You beat me to it. He's a little sleeper. No one's touching Irv Smith anywhere.
Because people got to see it first. Then they're going to spend all their fab.
Oh, yeah, no. He'll be gone after week 1 if something pops off. But
who they playing? They playing the Packers week 1?
I'm not sure on that one. Not sure.
Hold on. Hey, Siri, who do the Green Bay Packers play?
Just a moment.
Come
the
on.
Packers play the Vikings on September 13th, 2020.
All right, thank you, baby.
She made you wait like a whole second. You was pissed.
Hold on 1 second. Nigga, no one makes Scott wait. That sounds arrogant. All right. Well,
I'm gonna pick. I want to pick the Vikings. I really do, but I don't think I can.
I think I picked the Vikings last year too.
I'm gonna rock with Green Bay after that 13-3 year. I mean, LaFleur's first year. Now he's going to his second year. I mean, like, they should be more like accustomed to what's going on.
I could argue that. I could argue that in the second year, people will be on to what they're doing.
True, but I mean,
yeah, but I tend to agree with you more though.
It's not like it's an exotic system. It's a pretty vanilla like system. Like,
whose eyeballs are bigger, yours or Aaron Rodgers?
Mine, by far.
I'd say Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Thank you.
The biggest eyeballs in the game.
Mine are up there, though. You know what I'm saying? I see everything.
He surveys. I see you be surveying panoramic views.
Everything, yes. I look straight. I see everywhere.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'll pick the Packers. Anything fun in this division? The Lions? Like, are there anything fun there? That's hot.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If Stafford stays healthy, that'll be fun.
Yeah, exactly. But see, and then you know what's crazy? I tend to stay away from all them. Like, I love Kenny Galladay. I have him in my top 12, obviously. You know what I mean? At one point, I had him at 5. He's down there like at 7. Actually at 7 right now in my rankings. I mean, my rankings are they're subject to change until next week's episode. We will do our rankings episode, but bro, I don't know. I'm just kind of staying away from that whole thing.
Swift is a guy that if he was healthy, I kind of think would be like he's going to be viable all year because the receiving chops are there.
Yeah.
Like they need but I mean he's already hurt, so looks like Carry-On's going to get the job for week 1, which is kind of interesting. But we'll see.
Carry-On.
But Carry-On, he's going at like nobody's touching him, and he's going to be if Swift is out week 1.
So many people are mad at Carry-On over the years because of over the years hype.
Is it fair to say that they've carried on?
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Thank you. Other than that, Marvin Jones is just stupid cheap value again too. But
I love Marvin Jones Jr.
He's boring to me. You know what he is? He's going to get you your 2-touchdown game every now and then.
Kenny Galladay is the shit though, and I'm just not.
I just can't.
Where he goes, I just like other guys better. Pause. You know what I mean? Like I just find myself, and like he's in the category. I don't think I'll be wrong about him, so I can't say he's the category where I'm prepared to be wrong about him. I'm just comfortable not having him. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's fair. On the Bears, the only guy I would ever own would be Anthony Miller. Everybody else, no.
I love that you show love to Miller time, but come on, A-Rob the mob, bro.
Nah, I won't own him. He's like Kenny
Monty
Galladay,
Burns
situation.
Bro.
I just don't want that. I can't.
It's kind of the same.
Some people are believers and truthers of those two guys.
I am one of them. But more so, I'm an Anthony Miller guy, bro.
Yeah.
Did I get Anthony? I didn't get Anthony Miller in his keeper league, huh?
No.
I know. Someone got him, my son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my man Hernandez. Shout out to my brother-in-law. I think I jumped in there. I was like, Miller time? Question mark. And I was like, fucking Bud Light, give me money.
Yep, that keeper league. We'll see what happens. I'll looking at go 3
Here's
times
the one
in a
thing
row.
too is like, I love Anthony Miller. If I need to put someone in, I don't see myself like I gotta start him.
Right. He's an emergency, but he might have a breakout. Their team is there's no other receiver over there. There's no type. Jimmy Graham is not an issue.
Ted Ginn Jr.
Not worried. Anthony Miller, cool. All right, we're gonna go to the NFC South, which might be the most.
This is gonna be fun.
The fun division for sure on paper. Saints are favored. Tampa's right after that, and then it's Atlanta and Carolina way back there. No chance per Vegas odds. So go ahead. What do you got for me?
Man, I want to. You know what? I just want to be savage and just. But you know what though? I'm gonna okay now with the and playmakers. I know you guys are all aware. Leonard Fournette's there with the Bucks now. Damn, because the Bucks defense too. Todd Bowles, man, they had the #1 run defense, and their secondary was ranked low. And I think it's a lot to do with.
I'm taking Tampa to win the division. I'll say it before you. Since you were wavering,
I was going to. Yeah, you seen it.
You were wavering.
But you know what though? I'm gonna give it to the Saints. I'm going to give it to the Swan Song year. Drew Brees, you know what those locker room speeches are going to sound like? Hey, guys, I'm out of here. They're not going to be able to never remove my birthmark on my face, but they're going to be able to remove me from this team. And I'm going to be calling games next year. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever the fuck this speech is going to sound like. He's going to be able to hype his guys. Maybe a lot of those guys are like, shut up, racist. Because he found himself in hot waters, speaking against Cap. And if you speak against the movement, you're a racist to me. You know what I'm saying? But I love my man Frankenstein. Love Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know what I mean? Love that line. But you know what? I think Tampa might take a back seat. Actually, no, they're not, because their defense is better. Tampa's defense is better than Atlanta's to me. I'm sorry, all you Atlanta fans. Shout out to the fantasy football lord. Shout out to miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro. I think the most fantasy viable is hands down the Falcons, though. It's the Dirty Birds.
Oh, yeah. No, you and I are in agreement there. Yeah. That's the fantasy gold this year. We'll take anybody.
And they all got value.
Gurley, I'm not so high on. I'll take him if he falls. But
he's a second or third. Okay. Gurley or DJ? You're taking DJ.
No, I'm taking Gurley.
Okay. See, I wanted to see where you're at on that one.
Because no, I'll take Gurley.
If I ever have any of those two guys, which I have none of, if I had any of those two guys, it's probably my second, more than likely my third running back. And I'm loving that. I love the idea of Gurley as my third running back.
If you can get him as your third, then yeah, you're in good shape.
That's where he's going, bro.
He's going in the third and fourth round.
The back in savvy leagues, he's going early fourth.
I've seen him go all over the place.
Yeah, because this is the type of offseason, bro, where the casual fantasy fanatic, you can't even call them a casual if they're a fanatic. The casual fantasy manager, if they weren't, because this type of offseason didn't really have people engaged. They almost were like disgusted with the idea of sports even. Like, you know what I mean? my point is, the people that are like that, they'll be in the second round and be like, oh my God, I'm getting Todd Gurley. And they think they're killing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like those people.
I love them too. God bless them. That's why I never have Gurley even half the time. Matter of fact,
I have to stay away from some certain people like Julio early sometimes because I end up.
I know, but I love Julio in the second round.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that's where he's going religiously right now. But like I've been in those type of leagues too. Like I said, in my home league, Julio went fifth or sixth overall, like in the first round. Because that's a motherfucker like, oh, Julio, I know him. He's the shit. First round.
I need to get in those leagues.
I'm just saying, like these are my, you know what I mean?
What about Carolina, bro? Like, what do you think? Are they just going to be throwing it a ton? It's going to be the same thing last year, but just a better quarterback?
I do pay attention to the fact that under that last regime, they were top 10 in plays ran on offense, and they were up there in the top 10. They ran like over 1,000 plays on offense. Some shit like that. I mean, somebody could probably fact check me. That sounds crazy saying that out loud on shrooms. But historically, rookie head coaches, that shit gets scaled back a ton. I mean, you can look at Cliff Kingsbury last year as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes these new regimes, they're just trying to, I mean, not even new regime, rookie head coaches specifically. You know what I mean? But this doesn't affect the two guys that are going to be concentrated on in the passing game and then and on the ground when we talk to CMC. But those two guys, CMC and DJ Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be beasts.
I think when I see people draft Curtis Samuel, I get mad because I go, damn, that motherfucker might be smart than the motherfucker. But then also I think, oh, they're probably going to drop him if it doesn't work out early. You know what I mean?
Curtis Samuel, I don't know.
I'm saying, though, because Curtis Samuel...
They went out and got Robbie Anderson because Curtis Samuel ain't shit.
And Robbie Anderson played he came from Temple under Matt Rule. Ja Rule, the platinum recording artist.
Intel. Didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's why they picked him up. I thought I pinned my man, the Green Bean, who is now the String Bean, a.k.a. Robbie Anderson, going to Green Bay because he can continue to be the Green Bean.
Right.
But then when he went to Carolina, I had to do some reconnaissance work, and I figured out, oh, shit, he played under Ja Rule. You know what I mean? Ja.
Is that his name? Ja Rule?
Yeah, I mean, his name is Matt Rule. Come on, it's a easy. They're making it easy for me.
Yes. Ja.
It's murder!
I love that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's all right. Everyone
Tampa,
says that
Tampa,
one.
Tampa getting Leonard is just like it's just like video game shit now. They're that
Leonard.
Team. It's like Leonard.
They're so fucking beastie, bro.
That's gonna be a fun division.
It's so beastie on paper. What are you gonna do? You're gonna respect the GOAT, aren't you?
I do.
You're going to respect the GOAT. And he has Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, who
I'm interested to see what that offense looks like. It's going to be the same thing.
I might remind you, though. He has God and win in his name. Right? Then you have
And winning is better than dirt, right?
Yeah.
We determined that.
Yes. And then he has Gronk. And he has Orange Juice Howard. And then he has Make America Great Again. And then you add in Leonard Foreskin, who's fresh off his circumcision. He's just ready to start fucking the game up. You know what I mean? And then you have the GOAT. Like, I don't know, man. It's
gonna be fun. Gonna be fun, but they're gonna get all eyes. It's gonna be people.
If that defense works like I think it would work, like a Todd Bowles defense should, bro, Leonard Fournette might fuck up all our receiving options there. Because he's going to get all these six-man fronts. And they're just going to be like, play action, dump it off to Leonard Fournette. Because he can catch the ball. Or they'll be like, boom, hand it off to him because everyone's dropping back in coverage. And, like, bro, it's just going to be too easy for Brady. Like, it's so crazy.
I'm excited to see it. I'm excited. All right, so let's move on to the West.
Let's move on
the
to
final
the
division. The West is the best, in my opinion, this year.
I don't disagree.
We're coming in 4 strong. Niners obviously favored. Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals are not really in the hunt for divisional odds, but
I think Isaiah
it's going to be a slobber knocker in there.
I think Isaiah Simmons turns that entire defense around.
Do you?
They were one of the highest in the pressures, pressuring the opposing quarterbacks. They just couldn't land. They couldn't hit home. They couldn't sack the motherfucker. But Chandler Jones, one of the leading sack totalers, if I remember correctly. If not, at least he was just pressuring the motherfucker for sure. I know I'm right on that one.
Him and Jordan Hicks are pretty
exactly.
dangerous.
And now you have a do-it-all linebacker who could actually solve their biggest quarrel last season, giving up production to the tight end position. Because this is a guy now that can fucking drop in coverage against a tight end. What did we do last year when we were talking streamers? You would have your streamers at tight end, and I wouldn't even think of them. I'd just be like, who's playing the Cardinals? I'd be like on the show. Like, man, you would be right here when it used to be live in studio before this fucking apocalypse shit. And I would look up who's playing the Cardinals. Oh, and I'd come up with a name, and then that motherfucker would eat, and I would act like I'm a genius. I'm not that smart, Playmakers.
That happened pretty often last year.
This was the goddamn smartest thing this organization can do. They grabbed the highest rated, a linebacker who is also a hybrid. He's basically a safety and a nickel corner. He's 3-1, bro. Like, he's now. Who'd you say besides Chandler Jones? What was his name?
Jordan Hicks,
bro. Like,
Buda Baker, Patrick Peterson
might
be dangerous.
All those guys are going to be able to do what they do and not try to pick up slack. And there's one guy who will be able to pick up that slack or that fill that blank that people were attacking last year.
I like it. Yeah, the kid's a freak. I was watching the draft 40 video where he's dusting McCaffrey and Saquon and like everybody, Michael Thomas, like he put in
Isaiah Simmons, bro,
crazy
friend of the show.
Yeah, no, I like him. I think that he'll be fun. I grabbed him in my IDP league, so he's my. I hope you're right about him. But the Niners are the class of the division, obviously.
Yeah, but I'm worried about our injuries, bro.
To who?
Just our entire offense.
The receivers are beat up.
Kittle's going to start off the year. He's on
Debo.
Yeah, Debo's coming back. He is going to be back this week. He's going to start week 1 even.
You believe it?
Kittle, yeah.
It's not official.
It's not official, but it's almost like the hand is going to be forced. There's chains to be snatched.
Might be a bad idea.
It really might. And the reason I say their hands going to be forced is because Kittle might be just a blocking motherfucker week 1 if he plays because he has a hamstring right now.
Yes, factual.
Jordan Reed, we brought him in. Hey man, he might ball out week 1.
Jordan Reed is, I think, gonna ball out, bro.
I hope so. I love Jordan Reed, for the record. When he was I loved him, bro. He's a product of the Shanahans.
Very true.
Daddy and son.
Yeah, no, they might have to rely on him.
Hey, guess what? Mohamed Sanu, let's bring him on in.
I don't know.
Let's bring him in. You know why we brought in Emmanuel Sanders last year?
No.
Because
had nobody.
Our receiver coach, or one of our coaches, ended up being the coordinator last year for Denver. So mid-season, they were like, let's get Emmanuel Sanders. He knows our system. Because they brought that system over there from Shanahan over to the Broncos last year. Is it far-fetched? We go and get a freshly cut Mohammed the Muslim?
I don't know.
We need him right now. Trent Taylor, let's go. I love him.
That's the guy. Trent Taylor, Kendrick Bourne, Ayuk, Debo.
I love I fucking love Kendrick Born Identity. What is it? Kendrick Lamar Born Identity is what I call him.
I don't love any of those guys. I mean,
I just love them because they're our guys. But let's be real.
That's going to be our weak spot.
I got them at a 9-7, and I got them at a ceiling of 11-6 or 11-5.
Okay.
Like, right, you know what I mean?
Fantasy-wise, though, what about the Niners? Anybody?
Kittle,
that's it. I mean, it's obvious. 1 3rd-rounder, 2nd-rounder, but...
Mostert on the beat, ho.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a heavy run. Tevin Coleman is going really, really late.
Yeah, and Jerick McKinnon might just be the guy, man. Like, is this far-fetched? Why would we keep him? Why would we keep him?
Who, Jerick McKinnon?
Yeah, we could have just took like a $1-point-something million cap hit. We kept him.
Because they got rid of Matt Breida.
Yeah, you're right.
But Tevin Coleman is a guy that's going to get carries every week. It might be 10. It might not be a ton. It might be 10. But I mean, and then
Mostert, I have you everywhere. I love you, Mostert. Let's go surfing.
I love Mostert too, but I'm down to grab Coleman late and then watch if anything happens.
I grab them both if I can all the time.
Oh yeah, that's the responsible thing to do. But
then it's McKinnon, and we're all fucking upset.
Nah, McKinnon's going to be in the passing game. I believe that. But I don't think he's going to be heavily leaned on in the run.
Is this a backfield that we're going to be poorly mistaken or sadly mistaken to have invested in at all?
Nah. It's going to be a good run game this year.
Is this a DFS play?
It might be. The worst thing that might happen is that it might just be everybody's eating, and that if it should be one guy that would be like an elite guy. You know what I mean? But it's
so you're telling me we should trade for Kareem Hunt?
Nah, I don't think we need. We need receivers. Should have drafted a fucking receiver. Right. Don't get me. But what about the Seahawks? What's your vibe on them?
I love you, Chris Carson and Russell Wilson. Fucking love them. I'm as much as I love the idea of DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, because Tyler Lockett. Here's the thing about Tyler Lockett. You know me, I always talk about how efficiency is hard to replicate. And guess what Russell Wilson does? He breaks the mold. He always is efficient with his numbers on a low passive volume offense. And guess who correlates with that? Tyler Lockett. But I would just rather have Russell Wilson if that was the case, then just get it all in one guy. They just signed Josh Gordon. That he's not a fantasy viable guy, but that will help Russell Wilson. Shout out to Fornicator because he actually said that to me, and that's resonating with me. I'm like, yeah, that's really actually true. Like, but Chris Carson, bro, I'm just a truther like yourself, man.
I've cooled off on Carson this year.
Oh, not me.
I don't know what happened.
You know what? Carlos Hyde's hurt.
I don't own him anywhere. I don't own him anywhere.
I love you, Chris Carson. The Muscle Mountain.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's fine.
I love you, Chris Carson.
I like Lockett. I like Russell.
Do you have any Lockett? No, huh?
I'm not messing with really any Seattle.
Me neither. It's just Carson for me, to be honest.
They won a lot of really close games last year, like a lot of them. They might be due for a little bit of regression, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Seattle. I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year.
Chris Carson, your Christmas card is in the mail.
The Rams and what about the Rams? Anything there?
Gimme Bobby and Two Girls, One Cup. I love a lot of it. Listen, bro. Yes, bro, he legit tied Jameis Winston for the most pass attempts. And you want to talk about regression? Let's talk about positive regression. Brody?
Yes. Let's talk about it.
Like, he had really poor numbers, Jared Goff, as far as touchdowns. And here's the thing. But hold on. How many passing attempts did Jared Goff have in the 2019 regular season? Tell me, baby.
Just a sec. Jared Goff had 626 passing
right?
attempts last
Just
regular
like
season
Jameis Winston. How many
Sorry, I'm still not.
how many completions, baby?
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
How many completions, god damn you?
Hey, that's enough right there, though. The volume.
She
That's
said
what
I
I'm saying.
won't respond to that. Ah! You know what? Here's the thing, right? It was a fuck year. I think Sean McVay was
You
legit.
just called Strong McVay. Did you? No?
I said Sean McVay.
Oh, I thought you said Strong McVay.
No. But we'll go with that. Strong McVay.
He's been working out, apparently.
Listen, Strong McVay, right? This motherfucker here wasn't so strong last year. And the absence of Wade Phillips is gonna be a big deal. They're gonna give up a lot of production on defense. Like, to me, you ask me, up front, Aaron Donald. Back there, Jalen Ramsey. That's it to me.
They lost Corey Littleton, yeah. He's a Raider now.
And he was a big deal.
He was a beast.
Fuck yeah, he was.
Yeah, no, the Rams' defense will be trash. The offense will have to throw a lot. I don't know if the run will be that strong. 8-8.
I
maybe.
love you,
8-9.
Cam Akers. Let's be right about you.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. He's got the chance there, so that'll be the offense. Is going to be one of those ones I want a piece of. Anyone I can get a Higbee. I like Higbee too. Higbee might be a big factor over there.
Higgs?
Like huge.
Tyler Higgs?
Tyler Higgs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All that.
Who's winning this division, bro?
I'm picking the Niners. Fuck all
Yeah,
that.
I know, right? Fuck it. Yeah, we ain't even gonna just, you know what? Bang, bang! You know, last year, we were always, it was fun, like, while we kept winning, and we would just, like, try not to be arrogant on the podcast. And then we'd be the next week, we'd be like, yeah, I told you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we couldn't help it for
It's
too
gonna
long.
be, I mean, you know what, bro? I tell you this much. Our early season schedule, we're shooting out the gate. I mean, and granted, shout out to Fred Warner. Can you look this up right now? Does Fred Warner
what?
really got corona? Because I know he went to get a double test.
I think he does.
He
Pretty
does.
sure he does.
Okay. Because, man, this could be really bad, dude. Like, if we might be depending on who he was exposed to, more than 15 minutes at a time, they're going to put them on the fucking corona pup list type shit. We might be depleted. I mean, we need to shoot out the gate for confidence-wise, all that shit. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's, yeah. Shout out to my man, Quan Alexander. Shout out to Greenlaw and Kinlaw.
All of them.
I don't like that they're talking shit and down on my man Kinlaw, Buckner 2.0.
They say he's huge as fuck.
They say he's like not good as fuck right now.
I mean, he's a rookie.
Yeah, fuck these motherfuckers, bruh. In Lynch, we
It's all right.
trust.
We didn't need CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy. We needed this big motherfucker, so
Yeah!
we'll see.
And you know what? DJ Jones, if anything, fuck it. Throw him in the mix until further notice, I guess.
All right, that caps it. We've picked a winner for every division.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do, before we get up out of
Damn
here,
it, I should have looked at the time to know where we're
we're
at.
going to pick 2 wild cards, and then we're going to pick a Super Bowl matchup and a winner. We're going to do that now.
Let's start with the NFC. Built-in wild card. Even though I said...
Oh, it's 7 teams now. That's right.
Yeah.
I completely forgot this.
Built-in wild card, even
So
though
we got to pick 3 teams now.
even though I have us winning the division, I'm putting us as a built-in wild card option as well.
Okay, so hold on. No, you have the Niners. You have the Saints. You have the Vikings. You have the Eagles. Give me 3 more teams.
Cowboys,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Seahawks,
Uh-huh.
and then Green Bay.
Green Bay. So you don't have Tampa in the playoffs.
Nope. It's a tough division. They're gonna beat each other up.
Okay. And who
And
do you have who do you have coming out of the NFC?
It's so hard not to pick Tampa Bay, though, to be honest with you, as a wild card. But yes, because I'm going with the Saints. It's in that division, but like you said, going to the what?
Who comes out of the NFC? Who's going to the Super Bowl?
Obviously, built-in disclaimer given to my Niners, but I'm gonna say the Seahawks just because, bro. Like they're always on par, bro.
Wow,
always
that's what you just did, huh?
Yeah, bro.
I am gonna go.
And then I would say the Saints, like honorable mention. I think the
sure.
Seahawks beat the Saints in the NFC Championship if it's not my Niners in there.
Okay. All right. I got the Niners. I picked Tampa.
I have the Seahawks at their ceiling going 12-4.
Pick Dallas. We're gonna put the Saints in. That's what's that? That's 5. We'll put Seattle in. That's 6. And my 7th team will be. Oh, it's gonna be Minnesota over Philly.
Minnesota.
Yeah, so I'll take Minnesota. Jesus.
Minnesota.
The NFC is loaded. I really want to be a homer
It's
right
the
now,
Western Conference in basketball when the Warriors were the shit.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And then LeBron goes, I'm going to go over there when it was all fucking not how it was. Yeah, but we're not talking basketball.
I'm going to take the Niners, bro. Fuck it, we're going back.
Yeah, well, let's go. Let's go.
We're going to handle this shit. We're going to figure out our receiving
Come on.
issues.
Like I said, bro, I have us going, bro.
We're going.
If you want me
to be the homer, I can't help it, bro. Fuck that.
If you want me to be analytical, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because obviously, bro,
I'll be the homer this year.
Bang.
I'll be it. We just came there. Fuck that. We were 7 minutes away.
Okay.
AFC, dude. Okay, let's see. You pick the Patriots. You pick the Ravens. You pick the Titans.
I'm going to chalk
You pick the Chiefs. That's 4. Give me 3 more.
All right. So we're Houston, obviously.
Houston.
Right?
Okay.
I'm going to say my favorite for last, but Houston.
Uh-huh.
Who's the other one? Oh my God, I have to remember the teams in the divisions. I have Houston from the South. Oh, the Colts as well.
Okay, 6. Right? One more.
Like, because there could very well be 3 coming out of that division because their schedules are so fucking soft. And then I'm giving it to the goddamn Broncos.
The Broncos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, let's see. I got the Bills in. I got the Steelers in. I got the, who did I pick? Colts and Chiefs. That's 4. We're going to put the Ravens in. That's 5. We are going to put the Titans in.
I want to put a
6.
bold prediction real quick.
We're going to put the Texans in. That's 7.
And a bold prediction. Marcus Mariota will eventually start for the Las Vegas Raiders.
He'll pull a Tannehill?
Yeah. Yes.
Will it be because of an injury to Derek Carr?
No. There will be plenty of mascara running from the tears of sorrow that he loses his job to the same guy who had the same injury as him the same day. And they've both been equally bad coming back from that broken tibia or whatever it was.
Yeah. So I guess we picked all those AFC teams, I guess, to just pick the Chiefs again, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Chiefs and Niners Super Bowl. Let's go.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to win again, bro. That's my pick. Final.
Motherfucking. You know what? As much as I love the Chiefs, I still sometimes I have to remind myself, they did beat your Niners, and I'd be like, fuck. Like, I'm getting mad.
We try to forget it. We try to act like it didn't happen.
Yeah. But you know what, Playmakers? This was 112. Be sure to hit that subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube. Spike the like, drop a comment. Make sure you go ahead and check out our sponsor, monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code GMM. We'll match your first deposit up to $50. Also, make sure you guys DM us with a screenshot that you subscribe to get you entered into this $100 giveaway. It's not just a $100 giveaway, too. The winner will also get $25 in Monkey Knife Fight bread. That's $125 in cash prizes. Follow us at the GMM Network on YouTube and IG. Follow my esteemed colleague, The Gu, at the Guru408. Hey!
Yeah. Let's get it.
Yeah. Gu, you have anything you want to say to some of your opponents or some of the leagues we in?
Well, in the Guru's Keeper League, we just cleaned up shop
I'm going to
again.
cut you off there.